So, the new 2D Sonic game has finally been revealed, and I just gotta say, I cannot be happier and more elated to see Fang the Sniper back officially for the first time, and I don't even want to guess how many years it's been, or decades I should say, but it is so good to see Fang again. It makes me so happy. He's one of my favorite Sonic characters for sure, one of the best designs. I think Team Hooligan as a whole has some of the best designs of all the Sonic characters, and they even work in a modern form as well. They fit in with the modern characters too, and I hope that through the success of this game, we'll get to see those characters maybe modernized in the future. I don't know. It has been officially done before in the Sonic Archie comics. We've seen modernized versions of Bark and Fang and Bean, so it's not impossible. The physics look right. The gameplay looks right. I saw that they dropped some gameplay and the game just looks fantastic. And for the first time in a long time, we're gonna get a new classic Sonic character that's exclusive to the classic universe, which is really cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. I mean, they could have just made it Fang and Eggman and did a whole like Triple Trouble Part 2 thing, but it seems that there's more to this, so I'm really happy about that. And it's interesting, I have seen some people that say that like they were hoping it to be a modern 2D game, and that was what was originally rumored, so it's kind of what I was expecting, but I have to be honest, when they did the reveal, I wasn't expecting any Sonic reveal at all during that showcase, so it was just super surprising, and I didn't even really think about it. I was just so hyped and excited, and it looked great. I'm just hoping that there's at least 10 zones. Hopefully there's 12. 12 is where I'm thinking it'll probably be. And you also have to take into account that we'll probably get some DLC levels, maybe some DLC characters like Mighty and Ray or Bean and Bark. I mean, anything is possible. And I think that's what feels so good about this announcement and just Sonic as of late. A while back, me and Jade made a video talking about how the Sonic releases have been kind of mixed, and you know, we were getting Colors Ultimate, Forces, and Origins had its own issues, and so there was this just negative feeling of like, they don't really seem to be putting their all into these projects like they should be. It's confusing. Forces was like the big one for me that really hurt, but seeing now where we are, it just feels like a dream. It feels like this cannot be real. I must have accidentally slipped into another universe because this is not the universe I was in a few years ago. It really does feel like that, and I'm so happy to be able to just make a discussion video talking about the official Sonic stuff without it being negative now. And it makes me really, really excited for the future and the next 10 years of this series. And they're finally doing what they said that they would do. Like, classic games will be classic games, modern will be modern. And that's just such a great thing to see because it's just what we've always wanted as Sonic fans. Like, stop mixing them with this multiverse crap and just let them flourish on their own. And to see that happening so beautifully right now is just amazing. And to get Christian Whitehead's approval of the reveal trailer and just the game in general, kind of hinting at maybe they really did use Mania code, or maybe they closely studied Mania and its gameplay to really get the physics down, but the physics look so good. I can't stress enough how good the physics look. And the co-op idea is such a brilliant idea. Like, me and my sister used to play Sonic 2 when we were kids, and she would always play Sonic and I'd always play Tails, so I know the pain of that experience of playing Tails and flying off the screen and dying and just not being able to keep up. So I hope it's not that kind of an experience, and they really refine it and make it something super fun. And to see the cutscenes are animated sort of like the Mania intro and the Mania Adventures show that they uploaded, it's really interesting to see, because you would think now that it's in 3D they would just do 3D cutscenes. I mean, it must be cheaper to do 3D cutscenes with the like in-game cutscenes or pre-rendered, but they really went the extra mile to make this feel very classic and very much like a continuation of Mania / Forces. I'm just so excited. And I think the only reason I wasn't as shocked about what they revealed is because I've seen Fang, Bean, and Bark in Sonic Mania in Mirage Saloon in that boss battle, so it wasn't as shocking here. It was more shocking for me there and sort of like made me scream and cry. But it's really, really good to see here, and like, this is like the first time they've modeled Fang the Sniper since Sonic the Fighters, and he just looks beautiful. It's like, it's just so amazing to see. Like, as someone who really loves all the obscure characters in the Sonic series and wants all of them to flourish and have their time in the spotlight, I mean, it's a big part of what I do here on this channel, telling all these Sonic stories in my animated series. It's just like, I love these characters, and I love Team Hooligan in specific. Bark the Polar Bear is like one of my favorite Sonic characters. He's up there in the top 5 easily, just because of his design, what I've seen from him in various comics, and also I love polar bears. But I can't stress enough that like this is the right direction. We are heading in the right direction. They are giving us the quality that we've been asking for. They're bringing back the characters that we've been asking for. They are listening, they are passionate. We are entering a golden age right now. It just feels like so good to say that, you know, as a longtime Sonic fan. So I'm so excited for the future. Whatever they do with the Frontiers DLC, I'm sure it'll be great. The Origins Plus looks great, and now that makes sense as to why they added Amy into that game, because they were gonna do it here. Should have guessed that. I don't know why I didn't even think about that, but it was kind of a random thing for them to drop that sort of DLC for Origins. But now that I know it's probably the game that they were working on for I don't know how many years, Superstars, that inspired them to add in Amy to Origins. So that's really cool that like we'll play as Amy in Sonic Origins as a character and playing as her throughout all the classic games before Superstars comes out. So by the time that comes out, we'll be used to her character and she'll be like just another of the characters in the classic lineup. That's just so great to see. I mean, the possibilities of where things could go from here excite me to a level I can't even really express. Like, this is just everything that I want, just having a really good classic game alongside a really good modern game, and both fan bases are happy and they can appreciate each of the games. I know there's always going to be someone who isn't pleased, but I mean, that's every fan base. Who really cares? As long as we can all agree this is a step in the right direction, we're going to be getting some great games in the next 10 years, and I'm sure this is going to be the start of a new classic trilogy that is all in 2.5D. It's crazy because I remember as a kid seeing that fan-made classic Sonic game that was like in 2.5D, and it just, I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. And then that kind of disappeared, and then we got Sonic 4. It was just such a slap in the face, and like I enjoyed Sonic 4 both episodes, and I kind of do wish that they had just released whatever they were planning for episode 3 just so we could see what that would be like and see what Knuckles would add to that. But I'm glad we didn't, because we're getting something way better now, and Sonic 4 is now this distant nightmare that we can just forget about, you know, and move on to greener pastures with a properly done 3D classic Sonic game. I guess I should say 2.5D, but it's 3D. I mean, hopefully there's stuff in this game that you can unlock and stuff like that, because you know me with Sonic games, I love Sonic games where you can unlock skins or unlock characters or unlock levels or find hidden pathways, find hidden items and levels. I hope they keep the exploration aspect of the classic games intact, and it's not just like, you know, run to the end as fast as you can and there's not many pathways or hidden things, and it doesn't look like that. So I think we're safe there. It's so exciting. I think that's all I have to say. I know this video is just me sort of gushing about it, but like I couldn't help but not address this because just recently I released episode 3 of Cybernetics, which heavily featured Fang the Sniper and Bean the Dynamite and Bark the Polar Bear. And specifically Fang, you know, he's always just been such an interesting character with so much potential that was never fully realized in an official sense. And so for that reason, it's just great to see. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a great time being a Sonic fan this year. Sonic fans are eating good, and let's hope and pray that it stays that way. But it seems like for the next decade, we're gonna be locked into that golden era, and hopefully this golden era won't end.